So we're talking about natives, Indians, whatever you want to call them, Native Americans, and we're looking at it and we're discussing, Columbus and the legitimacy, 1492, and how we celebrate, and how really, the history of America, and of course, it starts at 1492, but if you trace it back, you look, developments like Cahokia, Hoquiam are all the way from 600 AD to its height at 1050, 1100 AD, and then starts to decline a little bit. Regardless, there's a massive native presence in what is present-day America, dating way back before Columbus. I started thinking, driving back from meeting, that I wonder it is why we don't accept this native imagery in history, and how we continuously seem to turn our backs on it, especially in K through 12 education and at the collegiate level. That we always have to have this focus on Columbus, how we want to, it's this romanticism to hate natives and just reject their history and their presence here, like they can't contribute to our history. And I think that's exactly what it is. I think we romanticize so much this European model concept that we have to, in our history, reject this native history, per se. All the way, if you look, the natives in America owe a lot to civilizations to the south in what is present-day Mexico and below, right? So if you look at it, the inhabitants here in technically the United States today owe a lot of it to what many people in America would consider inferior. President who does the same thing probably a little bit. But I just wonder why we continuously do this, and why it becomes frustrating, because there's so much overwhelming evidence, yet we don't seem to want to ever rewrite our history books. We don't seem to ever want to retell our story that, hey, forget 1492, forget all that mumbo jumbo. Let's go back and look where it really started, and then talk about it in that. Because I think if you redo that, though, I believe people are terrified that this American ideology may have to embrace diversity and multiculturalism completely across the board. And I really think that's the essence of the debate of why people don't want to recognize the presence of natives and the longevity that their history actually has in the history of the United States. But I think those are the things in history we got to be questioning and ask, and not just take for granted what we read and oh, this is history. No, I think history is actually something that is meant to not be allegorical. I think it's meant to change constantly, and for us to reassess and to look. And now we have so much information that we should be doing that. And if we're not doing that, we're not representing historical analysis correctly. And at that point, then, the study of history is no better than any study hall. It's just a complete waste of time, and you might as well not even do it if you're not willing to debate and believe that history, the way we understand it, may actually be different than what the textbooks or something want to say. But yeah, kind of an eye-awakening experience to really think about that, and the presence that we do have with natives and the history of natives, Indians, whatever you want to call them, in the U.S. Interesting. Yeah, wow. Mind blown always, and that's why history and historical analysis should always be top on your list.